Hey guys, welcome back to another Tasting Tuesday video. I'm Ryan. I hope you guys are in the spirit for Christmas. It's our last video before Christmas, and I'm bringing out one of my favorite holiday whiskeys. I got the Santa hat on. Here we go. This is REDBREAST 12. It's an Irish whiskey. It's something that I stumbled upon recently. There's a couple guys on YouTube that do some whiskey reviews in Texas. I'm blanking on their names right now, but one of the guys recommended this, and I checked it out about a year ago, and I was like blown away with the smoothness and the real approachability of it. It had a lot of, the shortbread cookie flavors that you get in Irish whiskey. This is not Jameson. This is not, mixing with ginger ale or Coke. This is a real great sipping Irish whiskey, and I think this is perfect for the holidays. So let's get into the tasting. Real cork, nice bottle. Now if you look on the front, the REDBREAST, they got the bird there right on the front, and if you get the 15, the bird is like flying away. If you get the 21 year, the bird is like fully flying. If you get the I think the 27 year is their oldest. I think the bird is back to normal. It's a different bird or something, but kind of a cool touch on the bottle. So this is their entry-level whiskey, coming in around $50 to $60. Aged 12 years, Irish pot still whiskey, which is the original way of making Irish whiskey. More traditional method. Not much on the back here. A couple tasting notes I'm not going to look at. I'm going to give you my own opinion on this, but here we go. Color looks good. It's definitely lighter. I'd say there's definitely some 12-year-old scotches that look a little darker than this one. But, they can add a little bit of caramel color to darken it up. So this might be fully natural. I'm not sure. I mean, immediately I'm getting malt. So my brain thinks scotch, but like a light sort of gingerbread or shortbread sort of scotch. I'm getting a lot of vanilla, hint of apricot, hint of orange. Kind of get those on scotches. You're getting a little bit of that here, but it seems a little richer, a more like a baked shortbread sort of note. Maybe a hint of dark cherry, black cherry. And then that malt again, like a scotch, but very different than the scotch. There's absolutely no smoke. The malt is kind of toned down, and you're mixed with those fruit and those nutty flavors. Okay, let's give it a taste. Wow. Very good. I mean, I'm so happy I recommended this right before Christmas. If you guys are having holiday parties, Christmas Eve, Christmas, or New Year's, this is a fantastic whiskey. It is so approachable. I think it only comes in at 40% here. 40% alcohol, 80 proof. So it's not overly intense. Pour this over ice, or you could have this neat. I mean, it's a very approachable whiskey for any level of whiskey lover. If you have that uncle who's been drinking whiskey for 30 years and knows all the fancy ones, they're going to like this too. This is a great whiskey all around. I immediately get a sherry. I talk a lot about scotches that I really like, have a sherry influence. I'm definitely getting that in this whiskey, which makes me think scotch, but then you're hit with this vanilla, custardy, oak, shortbread cookie, dried fruits, and the nuttiness that is completely different than scotch. They are, made in a similar area, so the aging process is similar, and I know they use malt in this whiskey. So there are some similarities, but this is like a totally new experience, and this is definitely not Jameson. The orange peel the hints of orange, apricot, a little bit of spice. There's some cinnamon in there. Again, that shortbread cookie, that vanilla, malt, and sherry. This is, wow. I mean, this is great. This is a real steal. I mean, I feel like it's punching way above the $50 mark. I mean, this could be a $100 whiskey, $120 whiskey easily. And that's why I think this is such a great buy for the holidays. I know $50 to $60 might be a little bit of a stretch for some of you, but I think for the value that this brings, and I think the versatility of it, you could throw it in a hot toddy, you could throw it in a cocktail, an old fashioned, you could drink it neat, you put it over ice. This could kind of do everything for your holiday season, and that's why I'm highly recommending the Redbreast 12. I haven't had this in a couple weeks. I knew I was going to make the video on it. I was like, man, I hope I like it as much as I did a couple weeks ago. Absolutely. It is still hitting the same way. It's a fantastic whiskey. Lots of great notes in here. On the lighter side, but still very well balanced and very well made. This is as close to a Christmas whiskey as I can think. The cookie notes, the fruit notes. I mean, this is going to pair with so many things. Unbelievable. I'm going to give this one a 9.2 out of 10. I think the higher alcohol whiskeys can be a little more complex, but the overall balance of this, the overall range that this will have, the versatility of this whiskey, the fact that a lot of you haven't had Irish whiskey, and I highly recommend you try some other whiskey besides Jameson. I'm going to give this a 9.2 out of 10. I think it's really, really fantastic, and I highly recommend this. I haven't tried the 15 or the 21. The prices go up substantially, but maybe we'll do another Redbreast on the channel, one of the older ones, because I can only imagine this getting better and better as it ages more and more. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everybody has an amazing holiday. Merry Christmas, whatever you're celebrating, Hanukkah, Christmas. I don't know. I think there's some other ones, but just have a great time off. Take a little break, relax, have a Redbreast 12, and we'll see you guys back here next week for another tasting.